Food for Life, Lessons from the Garden is a conference that is sponsored by the National Commission for Culture and the Arts under the Subcommission for Cultural Dissemination and specifically the Committee on Cultural Education.
Mahitungod mi sa atong kultura. It's a forum for the study of food as a cultural icon.
And we have participants from all over the Visayas because we aim to be as inclusive as we can be to celebrate and talk about the different kinds of, cuisine that we have, their origins, their ways of production, and also how we can enrich the community, because especially the teaching demos are meant not only for the teachers. There are actually teaching demos that focus on the classroom, but there are also teaching demos that focus on actual food production.
As a first-time presenter for a paper, for an academic paper, this is actually a very nice experience for me because I learned a lot from the speakers, from the keynote guests, and at the same time, nakashare po ko sa akwang papers with the help of my advisor.
The event really encompasses the history and the background of each food icons that we have in our place, and it really opens the mind of every presenter and participants to more possibilities in exploring our own food, our own icon that represents our identity, and this is a really good event.
This conference is a very good opportunity for enlightening about each other's cultures, because you know that the Philippines is diverse yet unified. So this is a great opportunity to learn from each other, from the other places in the Visayas region.
The goal of the conference is actually to bring together teachers, practitioners, artists, everybody who is interested in culture and the arts, to learn from each other and to bring these takeaways home to our different institutions, universities, groups, and share this knowledge.
The initiatives of NCAA and the delivering institutions are very commendable because this will help the teachers and the students reinforce the identity of Filipinos. And yeah, I'm proud that I'm part of this year's activity.
My Food for Life experience was very enlightening. Indeed, I will be going home with more knowledge than when I arrived during the first day of the conference. Still, there's a lot that remains to learn and educate ourselves when it comes to food and how it is connected with our culture, with our collective memory as a people, and in the formation of our identity. So I hope that this won't be the last, because the conference holds a lot of possibilities for us to take the initiative to actually feed Cebu, to feed the Visayas.
It is my honor and privilege to welcome all of you to this Food for Life Lessons from the Garden conference. We thank the National Commission for Culture and the Arts for providing us with a modest grant to gather all of you experts from across the country in this venue to share lessons that you have learned regarding food and how it is intrinsically weaved into the fabric of our culture and society. It is our hope that these lessons from your very own gardens will reach countless more people and allow them to experience and enjoy Visayan food for their own lives.
We have a Puso workshop, and this Puso workshop will actually teach everyone, the participants, to weave at least 2 kinds of Puso. And then we talk about how it's cooked. And other than that, there is a history of how Puso is made and all the different iconic food that we see in the Visayas. But actually, it's not only Visayan. We will know that in other regions there are all these variations.
This was my first time making puso. It was a very creative experience. I really enjoyed it. I assume it's just crisscross, easy kayo. But yeah, after like almost an hour, karon po ako nakakuan. So yeah, but I find it nice. It's very satisfying when you get it right.
Food as resistance is a show of how creative we Cebuanos are. No, we made do of what was the limitations. I believe creativity is about making do of only what you have, and within the terms of your parameters, you create something inventive.
So my expectations for the event was to learn how food is a interdisciplinary subject, because I didn't really see Jude why food was chosen as the main topic for this event. But after going here and listening to speakers, I can now see that food does connect a lot of different topics and subjects, even those that don't seem that related, like art and literature. I didn't really expect that. So that's one thing that I learned in this conference as well.
I'm thankful for the organizers for producing such an event, because it was really the presentations were rich and I learned so much from it.
Food is a pleasurable subject for study and research. We love to talk about food. Of course, better yet, eat. So I hope this is a conference that includes the eating as well. And it's a subject on which everyone has an opinion. A conference like what we have today, therefore, should be fun.
Attending this event, Food for Life Lessons Conference, is a very challenging and grateful experience. This is my first time attending this conference, and to explore something of food, a beverage, culture of Cebuano, and all of the stuff in Visayan region specifically makes me want to come back to cooking.
Food can provide a connection to the past as well as to the community, and it can transform memory into a sense of pleasure. It can also remind readers to think about food with the complexity that it deserves. So the next time you eat, always take the time to savor food, because it's different when you feel nourished by the food that you eat.
I really enjoy that. I really enjoy the insights between the insights that can be found with food, especially in Filipino culture, and how it can really bring about some unexpected parallels. It's a real avenue of creativity.
So throughout the whole session, I realized that food is more than just what makes you healthy. It is also something that what defines you as a person and your identity.
A pleasant morning to everyone. Welcome to the Food for Life Lessons from the Garden Academic Conference, where we talk about the whole essence of food.
An academic conference where its aim is to better our understanding of the multidisciplinary topic of food within Visayan societies, to showcase the rich and vibrant food culture of the Visayas, and to have an avenue where we can all engage in discussions about the topics to be delivered by our presenters.
NCCA has also provided an online platform for all these presentations to be made available. So, for those of you who were not able to come, you have something to look forward to.
So, we are faced with this big challenge, the threat
of food industries which is multinational. That's okay, they're there, but the decision to have them at certain time is those of our children. So we are faced with the challenge also of informing them and living the experience, serving them nutritious food, organic food at home. So we have to allow them to be exposed in the beauty of our culture and also question tradition if need be. Because they have to be able to know what's good for them, to know the values and how far the values would be applicable in their lives.
Sa panahon ng environmental crisis, dapat na rin sigurong idiskurso ng mga manunulat ang issue ng food security. Dapat kasama ang mga manunulat sa pag-pressure sa gobyerno na gawin naman ang trabaho para magkaroon ng sapat, healthy at abot-kayang pagkain para sa lahat. May silver lining naman sa madilim na kalagayan ng pagkain sa ating bansa. Dito sa Isla Panay at sa Negros Occidental ay dumadami na ang mga maliliit na organic farm. May mga grupo na ring nagtatanim ng mga native at napunong kahoy. May mga slow food movement na rin. So kailangan magsulat ng mga kwento at mga effort na ganito para lalo pang mapalaganap. Sa ganitong paraan, lalong magiging makabuluhan ang literatura na hindi lamang bubusog sa kaluluwa, pati na rin sa ating katawang lupa.
Daghang salamat sa University of San Carlos, sa National Commission for Culture and the Arts, and the other institutions who have put their resources together for this meaningful, mahinungdanon nga pulong-pulong.
I thank our keynote speakers, Dr. Resil Mojares, Dr. Joyce Dorado Alegre, and Dr. John Irimil Teodoro. I also thank most especially our scholars here and educators who participated in this conference and most importantly shared their valuable researches and teaching modules to enrich our classroom and teaching practices for sustainable living. I hope that you have enjoyed this conference and will savor the learnings enough to write your own gustatory experience.